During the 70s, man, that was when football was at its peak.
The football was just coming into its own as the national pastime.
Did you get up more for playing against a Merlin Olsen or a Jethro Pugh?
Oh, you always did that. I played the same way if I was playing Merlin Olsen, or if I was playing Jethro Pugh, or if I was playing Bob Lilly, as I would playing against Doug Sutherland or some other guy that no one knew. I meant, why am I going to play any different? In fact, if I was playing against someone that didn't have the skills of those two guys that I mentioned, Bob Lilly or Jethro Pugh or anyone else, I'm not going to let down against them. It was my opportunity to, kick a man until he's down. Knowing that there was no way he was going to beat me, but also knowing that I couldn't let him beat me, because if he beat me, then all of a sudden it might give some insight into people like, Merlin Olsen or other. Merlin Olsen, he said in the newspaper, if I had my way, I'd break Dobler's neck. And sure enough, we played them in the playoffs. And guess what? Third quarter, he walked off the field. Never played another down of football.
Hey, look, Conrad, I've seen some highlights from that game, and talk about incredible offensive line play. You finishing blocks, your hands inside, the technique. You got in his head so much that you just dominated him.
And I didn't, I never followed football, so I didn't realize he was an icon or something like that. And when he walked off the field, Tom Banks from Auburn and Dearborn, Michigan, they were all big football fans. And they were, hey, you just made the guy leave the field. I've never seen that before in my life. And I'm thinking about, what's the big deal? He's probably getting a rest or a glass of water or something. I don't know, but he never came back on. And I faced him with, I can't recall his name, but it was a big, long name. And the first play, he ran past me so fast, I didn't know what was coming, but I just waited for him to make the turnaround and come back to get the quarterback. But I said, God, I wish I had Merlin back on because I had him just where I wanted him. I didn't have a guy coming off the bench that hadn't been on the field for 3 quarters come in. He's kind of fresh.
We started this podcast talking about your persona, how that just dominated what people thought of you. You were a hell of an offensive lineman, making the Pro Bowl like we talked about. Just amazing how you got into guys' heads.
Well, it was, I did major in psychology and stuff, but, getting into a defensive lineman's head, come on now. It's like taking candy away from a 2-year-old.
So did you ever bite Doug Sutherland's fingers?
No. Well, let me think. It's so long ago that someone asked me that. No, I don't think I did, but I think maybe. Oh, wait a minute. Doug Sutherland, that's right. He said I bit him twice. I only bit him once. But, let me ask you something. When the face mask on, how do you think the fingers got into my mouth? He was trying to poke my eyes out. So I just figured, what the hell? But, of course, he had his fingers bandaged and stuff, and there was mud and sweat and other stuff on him. When I bit him, it didn't taste all that good. But I probably won't do that again.